Hey everybody, it is Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong. For those of you who worry that I overextend myself, I absolutely do. What I have going on is the collaboration I'm involved in, which I wouldn't have said no to because these are some amazing artists and I'm so happy to be a part of this. I want to show you the journal that I received and the pages that I put into it. It's due to go out by the 15th. I have mine ready today, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in the mail. This coming Friday starts the retreat at the Scrap Exchange. There are 15 of us who are going to meet in person and spend 2 days creating. And alas, I've gotten involved in all of this April 15th creative, joyful fun, and it's also time for taxes. And I, of course, put mine off until the very last minute. Anyway, let me show you this gorgeous, gorgeous journal that I received from Jessica Harris. You can find her on YouTube at Jessica Harris, and I will have a link to her channel as well as the other ladies involved in the collaboration. It is me, Rosemary Morris at the Rusty Peacock, Jessica Harris, Jessica Rapp at 2 Silver Oranges, APG, Jamie, and the Shelley Studio. So I'm going to have links to all of these channels. I hope I mentioned everyone. I think I did. Oh my goodness. So this cover that was created by Jessica is so beautiful. And I was afraid to put the signatures in simply because I love this book. I love the idea of steampunk and using an H.G. Wells cover. I did not want to do anything to mess it up. So believe me, I used a template to put the signatures in, and I don't always do that. I tried really, really hard to get this middle signature right in the center because I wanted you to be able to see, I didn't want to mess up the look of the writing in this beautiful library marking on the outside. I also wanted to have this top row of stitches fall between these words and not in the middle of the words. So that was a little bit of a challenge for me, who flies by the seat of her pants a lot of the time. Look at the cover of this, and let me just pull the camera down closer and pull you in so you can see all of this beautiful handiwork. We've got clock pieces and this beautiful charm on the front with the key. The world of reality has its limits, but the world of imagination is boundless. These pieces are just beautiful. I mean, they're grunged up. We've got these words. And the cover has been distressed somewhat. It looks like it had that beautiful design on the front already. And then we have the beautiful library tape and the markings and the title. Once we get inside, we have this gorgeous fabric that Jessica put on the inside. And each journal, let me go ahead and address this. Each journal cover created, I created mine. You saw it a while back and sent that off to Rosemary. Each one needed to have a pocket inside with some sort of a little journal or notebook or something so that we could all document what we did. Now this is going to be kind of a long process because there are 6 artists. We each have a month to do every step. Making the cover was step 1. So let's see what Jessica says. February 28th, 2023, journal collaboration, cover by Jessica Harris. I thought an H.G. Wells collection lent itself to a steampunk vibe. I'm already attached to it and had to stop myself from making more. But I am so looking forward to the next steps. So thankful and excited to be included in this collab. And there's a heart and Jess. Love Jess. So there are pages for everybody to add what they've done. And one of the things that I love about this, and when I first started this collaboration, I didn't initiate the collaboration, but when I first said, yes, I will be a part of it, I thought it would feel challenging to do something that's a part of somebody else's work, but it's really freeing. I don't know how to describe it. Of course, you don't want to mess up anything anybody else has done, but we're all creative people. And when we see something, I don't think any two of us see exactly the same thing. We might have different, or we might have similar styles, but we will never all go in exactly the same direction. We're all going to choose a little bit different materials based on either taste or what we have in our workshop. So picking the papers, I noticed this bright fabric on the inside. I think this might be Tim Holtz, and I think Jessica has more information. Please check out her channel. She's very talented. She makes beautiful books, and I could be wrong, but I think that's Tim Holtz. Anyway, it's very grungy, really pretty. I love the bright colors, and in picking the pages, I tried to stay with colors that didn't clash. And colors that maybe picked up some of the colors in here. I didn't want to do too much on these pages because the artist after me is going to be adding pockets and tags and trim and all that sort of thing. So I hope I didn't mess up by what I used. I did have some paper on hand that was steampunk, sort of distressed. This is some paper off of my art desk, and I thought the colors blended perfectly, so I went ahead and cut a page from that. And you can see the orange and kind of the red, that it picked up here, and then the blues and that sort of orangey yellow. And I feel like with steampunk, with that, like the Industrial Revolution and the H.G. Wells, the man's quest to create and conquer and fly and discover what was beyond the earth. I feel like so many different things come to mind. Reading palms is not necessarily a part of it, but I feel like reading the stars and trying to look for answers in every direction was a part of that. We have this music here. So I picked a music page that has the violin and the man playing. He looks like he's thinking. And here is just some plain sort of off-white paper that's been distressed the tiniest bit. This is sort of a nod to Rosemary because we have the peacock pattern here, and the colors, again, sort of blend in with that theme. Whoever gets it next, you might have to cover this other side of the wallpaper, but I also think it's fun to see things like this. This is just some beautiful, very delicate paper that has the gold flecks in it. Then there is more paper that is kind of a French feel. There was a date on here, I thought, but maybe not. Oh, maybe 1924. But I love this writing in here. It just felt like it could fit into the whole steampunk sort of thing. And then the Industrial Revolution. I did not make the signatures very big because people are going to be adding to this, and I wanted everybody to have room to do their thing. So then the second signature, I had this doily that I distressed or painted actually with this distress paint in an antiqued bronze, and I felt like that matched her book cover back here and then the things on the front. And then we have more paper that is just a vintage sort of ledger, steampunk vibe. I like the yellow. I feel like it picks up a little bit of this in here. And then on the other side, we have the cards, which to me, again, people are looking for answers in all sorts of places. I think about fortune telling, looking at the stars, science, math, all of that. There's a music page, and then there's just an orange page to pick up the orange, and I used my bubble wrap to just put some paint markings on that. Plain on this side, and then there's the center of that signature. And just moving on through that signature. And then the third signature, we have all of the machinery, which fits in. Again, science was a huge thing. Here's a really pretty page with the butterflies. I love that this wing, this partial wing, is metallic. And that's just blank on this side. This is kind of an ocean thing. And the colors, I don't think they clash. I didn't want to put it on the outside of his signature, but we've got some purple in here, and we've got the orange, and I don't know, I just felt like that sort of fits in with some of the stuff that Jessica does anyway. And then this piece of paper, I stained it a little bit with the water that was left over from painting this, the doily. And then I used one of my shape makers to put some blue ink on here. And there's more scrapbook paper with the, you know, the paper, the addition, subtraction, whatever. And there's more paper from the art desk. Again, I just love those colors. It might get covered up. That's fine with me. Another page that's been partially distressed. There's sort of a rose imprint from a stencil. And this black paper is pretty as well. It's got sparkles in it. I don't know if you can see that. And then just coming right on through. Oh, and look, the beetle is even sort of metallic, and these wings as well. So I just felt like that fit in. And the whole time I was working on this, I was thinking, so what would the others choose? You know, what kind of papers would they pick? There are more steps to go with this. I feel good about it. Jessica, I hope I did this justice. I think I hear Jason's motorcycle going by. But I'm going to go ahead and write my notes in here and get this in the mail today. I don't want to be late, and I'm going to be a little bit early, I think. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will be back really soon. I'm just frantically working this week to get things done for the retreat. I will see some of you on Friday. I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.